No, this video is not clickbait, and I'm literally going to be ranting / talking about some possible info today that a couple of YouTubers have spoken about already, and I'm joining in on the bandwagon. Just want to quickly say also, there's no face cam in this video. So, with that being said, if you haven't disliked this video already because of the words Infinite Warfare in the title, then please give that like button a tickle instead, and for every single like this video gets, you will all receive one extra breath of air. Let's get into this disgusting rumor that's been going around recently, and rumor is very, very said upon. Just don't forget that throughout this video, that it's still a rumor. So like I said, there's been a rumor going around in the Call of Duty community that apparently in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the obviously most loved Call of Duty of all time, apparently, in the new Call of Duty Infinite Warfare game, there's going to be a new type of playstyle that is supposedly going to be in the main multiplayer. And that, can you guess it, is that while you play the game, there's going to be bots that play with you. You what? That's right, bots in multiplayer. Now, before you drop your comments reminding me, yes, I am aware that this is something that we have seen before in COD. One of the best Call of Duties, Black Ops 2, actually had a player and AI combat game mode. There's some gameplay in the background right now against me playing against bots, just so you can kind of get the gist on how different they are to players and how terrible they are. There was actually a game mode by itself that was player versus AI, I think it was called Combat Training, I'm not too sure, but it consisted of having players on your team and also AI, which you'd also play against. But there's something that you might have noticed in this gameplay while it's been playing that's really, really obvious to see, and that's that these bots are terrible. They are the just god-awful, the worst bots on planet Earth. To my knowledge, I don't feel like in the near future anyway that it'll ever be possible that Call of Duty bots will have the same brain power as a regular player, unless the player has borderline quarter of a brain. And because of this, it's really making I, as a player of COD, kinda concerned that Infinite Warfare, with the already terrible reputation that it has, that if this rumor is true about the multiplayer, this is just gonna be a big, juicy, sloppy, 2 goals, 1 cup shit on the game even more. It sounds like I'm trying to speak for the majority of the community here, and I know I have no right to say that because everyone has their own opinion, but most people aren't really happy with Infinite Warfare so far already. I mean, I myself, I kind of don't care at this point. There were an absolute tits ton of games being released this year that I'm sure a lot of you are also looking forward to playing, which there's still new games coming out right now which are replacing my choice to play Black Ops 3, and that's still right now. So for the time being, as Infinite Warfare's not out, I do hope it can pull through. Now the thing is with these AI bots in the game is that the rumor is that they aren't actually gonna be in there as an add-on to players, but as a temporary temporary replacement for people who rage quit a game or disconnect, so the bots will replace the inactive player until another one takes over. And on paper, this actually seems really smart and alright. It means the games are always going to be active, there's going to be no missing players around the map, you're not going to be walking around for ages and shit. But what people aren't thinking about is them dirty, sweaty bastards who play the game more than they blink, and they spawn kill, they get non-stop looping kill streaks over and over, and this would just 100% benefit towards them. Like, imagine if someone rage quits a game, yeah, because they're just getting destroyed by the other team, and then a bot replaces that player, and obviously, like I've said already, the bots in the Call of Duty have never been good. They're either really shit, or they've just got aimbot in them, and they would not put aimbot into regular multiplayer. Like, full-blown aimbot, like, they're already aiming around the corner for you, that's what I mean by that. Let's just say that this player that rage quit gets replaced by the bot, it's gonna get absolutely destroyed by the other team. It is going to be a helpless, stupid, chappy ass AI which is going to get further obliterated, which is just increasing the other team's streaks, which just completely makes it unbalanced in my opinion. And imagine if the whole team quits, and I'm only talking about one bot quitting. Imagine if you're playing with like a team of 3 and then you guys leave and then another person on their own leaves your team. That's 4 shitty bots against one player who's really good, or maybe even the good player's got his own team going against against them. Completely unfair, and it just sounds fucking awful after just having it on paper. And then you can also add on top of that the fact that the streaks are going to be going on over and over again. And then imagine being a new player to this lobby, so you're literally just taking over from that bot. What is the point in that? You'd leave straight away. Well, I would anyway. I'd know if the game was going 160 to 10 being triple capped or something. I'd be straight out of there. I'd be throwing my disc out the window and pissing on it from out of the window. Now, as an example of a game that did the whole bots and players thing good, that was Titanfall. You know that game that kind of died within 2 months because the leveling system was too easy? The game was alright, to be honest, but I lost interest in it really quickly because of the whole leveling thing. Well, on that game, the multiplayer was AI and players, so it's kind of what Infinite Warfare is supposed to be talking about. Apart from, the thing is, the way Titanfall is played, it was really more of an all-you-can-kill type of game. That was it for me anyway. Because there's so many AI you can kill over and over again, their health is low. It's kind of like going against loads of the shitty little aliens in Halo. They're just there just to fill it up a little bit. If you killed AI in that game, there would be less points towards a streak than a human player, and it really worked well. And in a Call of Duty perspective, with what the game being and all, I really can't see that working well. And I hope that if this rumor is actually true, and let's just say it is true, yeah, let's just imagine this, that if it's true, I just honestly hope to God that it's added in its own extra game mode and not the main focused one that like replaces team deathmatch or something like that. Otherwise, the player base is going to go down, and do you guys agree with me on this? Like, I feel like a lot of you people will agree with me. Yes, it will be good for the people who are like brand new to Call of Duty and they're kind of getting the hang of it, but in the long run, are you really going to be playing with shitty bots for a whole new year? I wouldn't. Let me know what your opinions are of that in the comments. Oh yeah, by the way, the last time I actually did a rant video about Call of Duty doing something that I wasn't happy about properly, where like it was a really big pissed off rant, was about the blackjack specialist only being in supply drops. That was the last rumor that I covered, and with that video right there, I was wrong, and I'm actually really happy I was wrong, because otherwise only 10% of the people who play Call of Duty right now would actually have blackjack. But maybe, just maybe, me being Trollzous, I'm actually lucky at being unlucky, if that makes sense. So hopefully, because I've done a video talking about this, it won't come true in the future. That's something, I just thought about it right now. Call of Duty is in space now, and some of Titanfall is too. Maybe Call of Duty are just gradually eating away at the flesh of a Titan, and it's taking its form. Oh boy, oh no. I hope you enjoyed this rant about something I'm really scared about coming to COD, because this is a genuine game changer. Call of Duty's always been just player versus player, not player and AI versus player and AI. That being said, if you haven't already, please drop a like on this video and subscribe. See you later. Love you all. Tits.